the budget. Not, wait a minute, Bob is going to manage the budget so he can stay within the means.
And John Deere and I'm sure Steve will too, they'll work with us on a lease purchase. We can, on delivery, we can give them like $2,000 in July. Now these lease purchases will be approximately $4,500 a year for 3 years. They'll work this year, like delivery. If we decide here soon, they could possibly the 1st of May it will be here. If we could give them $2,000, July pick up the other $2,500, something like that, and then after that, $4,500 a year, the regular payments. So.
And we had more money put in for capital improvements in next year's budget because we looked at the playground work, and basically Bob's decision was to maybe cut back on the playground and use some of this money for a mower this year.
Yeah, we do a little adjustment here and there.
Was this figured into that capital improvement program?
For next
it
year.
Was for next year?
Park, yeah. He basically jumping ahead 3 months.
What's the plans for the old mower?
We'll keep it. It's got the snow blower, the rotary broom that we have for it, and then we spray with it, and, you know, for weeds and whatever in the fall. Basically keep it, and a backup mower because it's definitely okay for that. And the broom, the snow blower, the sprayer, we can set that machine up. Tom can, like, after Labor Day, get it ready to spray, so then when it gets time to spray, he can mow and spray all in one day, or however it would work. And then as we get towards winter, take that stuff off, like we used it this winter for the snow blower and then the rotary broom and things like that.
Since you're our person on that board, do you have a recommendation for us?
Well, my recommendation, I told Bob, if he can manage the park board budget between now and the year, I feel it's necessary, we should get it.
That's something we have to actually act on pretty quick, considering it for this year, because it's going to be right around the corner. We're going to be mowing.
Yep. That's kind of why I brought it up tonight.
Yeah, that's why the discussion and.
We have to
really and truly, we need, gentlemen, we need to update this, and
you feel
that we're pushing it ahead a year. But
you feel you can live it within your budget then, Bob?
I think we can make it work.
Then I agree with that motion. We take Bob's recommendation and buy accordingly.
Is there a second?
Yeah, I have a second.
Call for a vote. Councilman Hanson?
Yes.
Johnston?
Yes.
Muska?
Yes.
Rennie?
Yes.
Frederick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to
I'll tell you thanks.
Yeah.